I'm joined from Kyiv by Nikolay Gorbachov. He is the president of the Ukrainian Grain Association. Nikolay, great to have you on the show. Just explain to our viewers right around the world what the collapse of this deal means really in the short term.
Yeah, hello everybody. Thanks for this opportunity. Yes, it will be a collapse because Ukraine exported on the past season 58 million ton grain and oil seeds, and just for one season. And I can tell to you that it's more than 12% from the total global trade. And if Ukraine will not export this grain, in this case, all of us in developed country and in developing country, in poor country, all of us will pay the food inflation. And in my opinion, the international community, developed country, have to find the leverage how to move grain from Ukraine to the world market.
And Nikolay, I'm not sure whether you heard in the last few days, but Russia and President Putin has repeatedly complained that the grain has not been supplied to poorer countries, which was a condition of the agreement. Is there any truth in that?
It's absolutely manipulation because world market is working on their rules. For example, when Ukraine exported the grain, only 40% of this export moved through the grain corridor, but 60% moved through the European ports. It doesn't mean that Europe absorbs this grain as a final consumer. Europe just handles this grain and we export this cargo through the European ports. And in this case, I can tell to you, each of the world from Russia, it's manipulation.
Well, I'm glad you clarified that for us. I think that's really important. But Nikolay, I'm sure you heard what President Zelensky said today. He suggested that Ukraine could continue the grain exports without Russian support. Are you exploring right now alternative ways of exporting again? What are your options at this moment?
Oh, for the moment, we can continue to export by railway, by trucks, and of course, we can use Danube River. And as I said, it's about 60% from our export on a previous campaign. But what I would like to underline that if we will not find the cheapest way of export, Ukraine can just reduce the production of grain because our domestic consumption is 4 times lower than our production. And in this case, all world will try to find the substitution for Ukrainian grain. And of course, for the logistic price will be much higher. And what will we do? Of course, I am sure that Ukraine can export grain without Russia. I absolutely agree with the President Zelensky. But for this, we need international support. And on this support can be like a Turkish fleet or international insurance, for example, from Lloyd's, or guarantee from Ukrainian army.
Right, so you need some sort of guarantees either from the Turkish side or from other international players that would help, that would aid in actually delivering this good. I mean, how would you do it in terms of using ports? That will be more expensive if you don't use the ports. How logistically, how difficult will that be?
Oh, we can use the ports even with expensive insurance, for example, because on that grain deal, which just closed today, we paid more than $1 billion for 12 months, and we exported through that grain corridor a little bit more than 32 million ton grain, oil seeds, and oil. If we'll just divide 1 billion for 32 million ton, you will see that about $30 per ton we paid additionally. It means that we can spend this amount of money just to improve the logistic way, or we can spend this money for the international support or international insurance.
Okay, now, Nikolay, then my final question really, what kind of window are we looking at then to get that support, whether from Turkey or from other players, from the international community? What window are you looking at before we start feeling the impact those countries, those developing countries, start feeling the impact of this grain being halted?
I'm sure that if Turkey will give their own fleet and will guarantee that this fleet will not attack, we will continue to export, and business is very pragmatic and will continue to work. We need on politician level, we need support of the world security, because Ukraine is one of the biggest producer and exporter of grain, and we are feeding about 200 million people outside of our country. And if we will not export this grain, I'm sure that if developed country will pay this food security, but poorest country will be hungry. That's why I do believe that international community will find the leverage.
Find the leverage, but what's the window that we need to find the leverage by? Are we talking a week? Are we talking 2 weeks? Give us a sense of timing here.
Oh, will be good if we'll find the window in 2-3 weeks. I think everything will be okay, because for the moment we continue to export through the Danube River, through the alternative way as trucks and railway wagons. And in my opinion, on the next 2-3 weeks, nothing will happen. That's why we have time.
Nikolay Gorbachov, really appreciate you taking the time to speak to us tonight. Thank you very much, Nikolay.